Hi there, everybody. It's Deanna Nichols, doTERRA Blue Diamond, and I'm here with our weekly Essential Oils Are Not Magic Beans. If you are watching the replay on YouTube, thank you for being here. Please subscribe by hitting the red subscribe button below. You'll be notified when we have new content, which is every single week. Every Sunday, we host at 9 p.m. Eastern Time Essential Oils Are Not Magic Beans over at facebook.com/oil shares. And we also add pro tips, we add lifestyle videos, we also have some videos, some brand new videos, excuse me, that just released on how to build a successful essential oil biz with doTERRA. So lots of great content here. If you want to learn more about me, you can go to my About Deanna playlist and read my story or watch my story and find out why doTERRA is so meaningful in my life. And we're going to be talking on this segment about why the Essential Oil Aromatherapy Kit, the Emotional Aromatherapy Kit, is extremely helpful for the holidays. And before we get into that, just a few things to kick us off. First of all, we do a giveaway on the live event on Facebook every week. So there are two groups of people that can enter to win a giveaway. We're going to give away some really cute roller bottle remedies. It's a specific remedy that we made up for you and put it in a roller bottle. So you can roll it on. Like I like to roll my oils on certain places. Like when I'm going to speak, I like to use peace on my throat. So we'll do some of that really quick. But that's how we use rollers. Just a really easy way to apply essential oils topically. So one group is what we call guests. So if you do not have a doTERRA membership, and you've never won anything before on our Magic Beans drawings, then we'd love to welcome you to enter as a guest. You can just comment and say, I am a guest and I was invited by, and then tag the person who invited you. If you just happen to catch us on Facebook through our page, then you can just tell us that you are a guest of the page. The other group of people who can enter a separate drawing are newbies. We love our team. We love our newbies that are part of the Oil Shares family. So if you just joined doTERRA with a wholesale membership in the past 30 days, so it's December the 9th, so since November the 9th, we'd love to give you a chance to enter a newbie drawing. So you can say, I'm a newbie, and I was enrolled by, and then tag the person who introduced you to doTERRA. So those are the two ways. You got to do it on the live event. And so we will contact you if you're the winner and let you know how to claim your prize, okay? Now, tonight we're going to tell you a little bit about how you can get a free bottle of frankincense. Every December, doTERRA does this amazing thing where they let us get up to 4 per person free bottles of frankincense. Our frankincense is unique. Nobody in the world has frankincense like doTERRA. It has 4 different species of frankincense. And this particular oil is life-changing for everybody, including the people who grow and harvest and distill this beautiful oil for us. We've been able to do things that are pretty amazing, like just raise the standard of living for people who were effectively getting sort of ripped off and over harvesting their frankincense trees because of the low wages they were being paid for their product. And so doTERRA came in and formed co-ops, and we've been able to even educate women for the first time in certain parts of the world. Just a lot of amazing things surrounding this oil. And this is one of my favorite oils. I use it every single day. So I am super excited to be able to tell you how you can get this for free. It's a $93 bottle retail. And so that's a big, big gift. And this is the season for giving, so doTERRA gives that to us. And with every 200 point value order, including enrollments as a wholesale customer, you can get this. And so we're going to talk tonight about how this is a very important emotional health oil for you. And I know for me, it's something I use every day under my tongue. I want it to be able to affect my brain and how my body processes my emotions and hormones and things that are all related. And so everybody in our family uses this oil every single day, just like this. A couple drops under the tongue. And that is a way to get it into your brain. There's not a lot of products out there that will cross the blood-brain barrier, and frankincense is able to do that, and it's very powerful, has a huge effect on things like your pituitary gland, your hypothalamus. So I really recommend that everybody use that as just a basic wellness habit every single day. So don't leave before you find out how you get your bottle free tonight, and we'll talk about that. So doTERRA has these amazing starter kits. A starter kit is exactly what it sounds like. It's a basic set of oils that will help you to get started as a doTERRA wholesale member. Sometimes people are afraid of the word membership. They're afraid of commitment, commitment phobia. And I just want you to know that being a member of doTERRA is actually one of the best decisions I've ever made, because it doesn't come with a lot of things I have to do, but it comes with a lot of things that I get, a lot of benefits to me. So I don't have to order every month. I don't have to sell anything to be a doTERRA member. But what I get is a lot of amazing benefits. So I get 25% off the retail price of the oils, and friends don't let friends buy retail. So I'm never going to try to get you to pay retail for something when you can save 25%. I mean, that's a huge deal. And that puts more oils into your family's home for you guys to use and benefit from. So of course, I want you to get the best prices, the same prices I get as a business owner in doTERRA. You also get 10 to 30% back in free product rewards. I can't explain to you how amazing that is. Most companies nowadays are offering some sort of rewards program, and the ones that I participate in, I always laugh because I'll spend like $28,000 and get like, one free night in a hotel or something. And with doTERRA, I literally get 10 to 30%. I get 30% back because I've been a member for over a year, of course. And I also get free shipping rewards. Nobody likes to pay for shipping. I hate to pay for shipping. I order almost everything online. And so it always bugs me if I can't find a coupon that will at least cover the shipping cost. So what doTERRA does is whatever I pay for in shipping, they give it back to me in dollar to point, like real points that are real dollars the next month. So if I spend $7 to get standard shipping, I get $7 in free oils next month. If I spend $25 to overnight my oils, I get $25 in free oils next month. And there are certain products that I'm going to use every single month. Like I'm going to order the Lifelong Vitality Pack. I want to stay healthy. I want to make sure that I'm getting the nutrients that my body needs. So I know that I'm going to need those points the next month. So it's just great to know that whatever I pay in shipping that I get back. You also get to be part of a community. So I cannot begin to explain how valuable that is. We can give you lots of things. I mean, we can give you essential oil books where you can look up information, and that's super helpful. But there's nothing like having thousands and thousands of people that are also oil users, that are also trying to live a lifestyle that has more natural solutions, to be able to tell you like, look, this is what works for me. When I do this, when I get a scratchy throat, this works. When I am having a bad day and my emotions are just really all over the place, this really keeps me kind of in balance. And those kinds of things are amazing for support. We have a secret members-only Facebook group that you get to join when you're a doTERRA wholesale member on our team. And in that group, we're like a family. Lots of us have been doing this for 5, 6, 7 years. We've got lots of stories and experiences. We do giveaways. Right now, we're actually doing a countdown to Christmas, 24 days to wellness. Every single day, one of our top leaders in our team is posting education on frankincense and other products. And we're doing giveaways every single day. It's just been a lot of fun. So we would love to have you become a member. And so don't be afraid of that word member. I promise you it comes with so many good things. And most of them are people, to be honest with you. The oils are fantastic, but the people are absolutely incredible. I feel like doTERRA attracts some of the most loving, amazing people and kind of brings them all to one place. And we have a lot of really cool people part of our team. We've got naturopathic doctors, we've got chiropractors, we have nutritionists, we've got midwives, we have doulas, we have moms, we've got people with all different kinds of experiences that you get to benefit from for free because you're part of our team. So we're going to tell you how you can get your membership at the end of this video, but let's talk about emotions. I can't think of a topic that is more pressing during the holidays than dealing with holiday blues. I feel like that's a real thing. I struggled with it for years. Now I know what to do when those things crop up. And so I want to help you with 6 of the most powerful essential oil blends that doTERRA makes. They're called our Emotional Aromatherapy Kit. There are 6 oils. They come in 5 milliliter bottles. And it also comes with one of our top performing diffusers, which is called the Lumo. My son is currently using it upstairs right now, so I didn't want to interrupt his sleep to show it to you. But it's it'll go for up to 10 hours. And it has different colors, and it's just a really good quality diffuser. Have no complaints about it at all, ever. Works flawlessly and travels well. And so you're able to use these aromatically and put these in your diffuser. There's 6 different blends. And some people don't realize this, but they are also color coded, which can kind of give you a clue as to how to use them. And I'm going to try to teach you some shortcuts so you can know how to deal with that. And so I think that it's really important to have these oils in your home, and this is actually one of the starter kits. So if you choose to get started with this particular starter kit, the emotional aromatherapy kit, then you'll have these 6 oils, plus you'll have a diffuser that's free and that's included. Your membership is free and that's included in that starter kit. And if you add a little bit more to that starter kit, you can get the frankincense for free too. So I'll tell you why you're definitely going to want frankincense when you use these oils specifically. Okay, so the passion oil is the first one. It's kind of like the red one. And I love this one so much. It has such a great smell. It smells a little bit like spicy candy. It's got some sweetness, it's got some spiciness to it. And I'll tell you what, this is a fantastic oil when you're just kind of feeling blah about life and you're just not really excited about life. You're not sure what your purpose is. And I think the reason that sometimes comes up over the holidays is because you're sometimes around people who you haven't seen for a year or you haven't seen since the last major holiday. And maybe they've had some really big, exciting things happen in their life. Maybe they had another child. Maybe they purchased a new home. Maybe they got a promotion at their job or their business is going really well and you're feeling like things kind of are stalled in your own life, and you get stuck in that comparison game, and it can bring on a little bit of sad feelings and just real discouragement about your own life. And this oil is just really good for helping you just to find that passion in your own life, whether it be just finding purpose or even also in your relationships with your significant other. It can be very helpful as well. If you're wondering, like, how do these work? Like, they're not magic. I mean, you can't just sprinkle some passion on your life and then you get a promotion at work, right? Well, I believe that everything in your body and everything in your life kind of begins with your thoughts and your emotions. And so if we can learn to be more in control of our thought life, not letting our thoughts just run rampant, and managing our emotions. Like, it's okay to feel negative emotions like sadness and anger and all of those. It's what we decide to do with those and the actions that we take when we feel those, and understanding why we're feeling those and where those are coming from. That's when it becomes a healthy practice to experience those emotions. But when we just allow them to come and go and allow us to behave in ways that we're not excited and proud about, or we even push those feelings down, they can actually turn into health concerns. And our body tends to hold on to stressors in certain areas, and it can affect our health over time. So will it change your life circumstances? Not directly, of course, but it can change how you feel about the things that you've been handed in life and what you can do with them. And so passion is one that I think that everybody should be using when they're just really trying to seek out their purpose in life. If you're struggling with finding passion in your relationship with your spouse, this is a great one to use. I think both of you will enjoy the topical application of this oil and the aromatic application. So how do you know where to use this oil? Well, there's a section of your body, like if you think about your body, it's not just like the front of your body. It's not any different than putting it on the back of your body in the same place. So if you're thinking of like where the base of your spine is, there's an area all the way around your body, like a ring around your body, and even outside of your body, of energy. Our bodies have energy, and everything has energy. Everything that is alive, like plant materials, have energy, and it can affect how we feel and affect even the energy that we're projecting to other people. Like, have you ever been around somebody and you just, like, when they walk into a room, they just sort of light up the room, or they walk into a room and everyone just kind of has this, you know what I mean? Like, there should almost be music playing, like bum 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 when they walk in, or dun, 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 you know what I'm saying? Like, people like that. And that is sometimes we call it your vibe, and what your vibe is it's the energy that you're vibrating out. Like, it's your light that you're shining out to people and who you are. And so using an oil like passion on the base of the spine is a really good place to apply that. And it does have a lot to do with just feeling rooted and grounded in who you are and what your purpose is. And so I think that's a really good one, especially if you catch yourself comparing your situation to other people. Don't forget that we all are on a different journey. We all, things happen for people in different times in life. You don't need to compare yourself to others. And when you start doing that, this is a great oil to just kind of help remind you who you are. And that is a great place to apply that oil topically. Great in the diffuser. It smells amazing. You'll get lots of compliments. I think people will be really happy around your house in the holidays when you're using this oil. I especially recommend it in the bedroom at night in your diffuser. So that's a great one. The second one I want to mention, by the way, if I'm talking about an oil, Amy, I'm so glad you're here, and I'm so glad you're part of our team. And I think I saw somebody else comment that they were a guest. Nick said he was a guest of the page. Nick, it's good to see you here. Anyway, so whenever we're talking about an oil and you have a story or a tip about it, please share it in the comments. Like, we learn from each other, and nobody's an expert. I'm not an expert. I may have been doing this longer than you, but you have things that you can teach me as well. So if you have a little tip about these oils, I'd love to hear it. One little quick tip on passion is I like to put it on the outer part of my ear and just wear it right there. It has a lot to do with, for me, with emotional, or excuse me, hormone balance, having happy, healthy hormones. But it's also a perfume. I really, really hope that you will stop using artificial fragrances like perfumes and body sprays and artificially fragranced body washes and things like that. They are so harmful to the environment. They're harmful to your body. They have hormone disruptors and cancer-causing chemicals in there that we just don't need to be breathing in. We don't need to be absorbing into our skin. And so you can use essential oils in that way. And not only do they smell fantastic, but they will attract amazing people and amazing things to your life, happy emotions, and they're going to benefit your body, give your body information that it can use to be healthy. Okay. The second oil I want to talk about is Motivate. I really love this oil. I think sometimes, I'm thinking of those of you guys who maybe have kids in school, kids in college, and they're coming home for the holidays, and they're just like sitting around like a veggie all over the holiday season, not doing a whole lot to participate. Or just, it could be really used any time of the year when maybe you're having trouble getting out of bed in the morning, you're having trouble getting started doing things you need to, tasks that you need to do, your kids are having difficulty getting motivated to do their homework. This is a great one that you can diffuse. Another way that this can motivate you is the section of your body that is responsible for creating. So if you think about, where is that section of your body? Well, if you think about your lower abdominal area, your low back area, that area of your body surrounding your body is where it houses your reproductive organs, right? And so that's where you create life from. So people who are struggling with areas of their body that are in that section often will just be unmotivated to explore their creativity. They'll just kind of get stuck in a rut, have difficulty coming up with new ideas, and that may be why your child is struggling to get up in the morning. They're just not, who cares about school? You may be struggling the same way with your job. You may be struggling to get up early in the morning and spend time with out-of-town guests that are visiting because you're just not feeling very excited and creative with your life. And so this can help get things moving. Think about the organs of your body that are located in that section. Think about maybe your large intestine, areas of sections of your body that eliminate toxic things. So getting rid of toxic emotions, getting rid of toxic substances in your body. This oil is great for that. If you want to be more creative and if you want to be able to create new life, literally or figuratively, this would be a great oil to apply on the lower abdomen or lower back. And of course, you can always inhale it from the bottle. You can put it on one of these Lava Rock diffuser bracelets so that you can inhale it throughout the day. I like to put essential oils in my hair because hair holds on to the fragrance and then you can smell it. So if you're struggling, maybe you're struggling with like something's going on with your bladder and you're not super thrilled with how your body's feeling in that area. Maybe stop and think about how this oil could help. So I think sometimes the first thing we will grab will be like, what's an oil for the bladder? Okay, what about lemongrass, or what about juniper berry? But think about maybe what emotions could be behind that. Maybe do some research on what sorts of emotions can be behind a bladder issue. Or issues surrounding that particular section of your body, and some of those we've already talked about. So Motivate is a really good one, and it is really motivating. Just when you smell it, you kind of feel energized because it's got that minty, citrusy fragrance to it. So it's just a really fantastic oil to have in your oil collection. The next one I want to mention is Cheer. And I love this one around the holidays. In fact, a lot of people are mixing it with the Holiday Joy and calling it Holiday Cheer when you mix them together. It does have a great smell because there's a sort of a spiciness to it. To be honest with you, I feel that it smells like a root beer float when I smell it. Somebody even suggested like maybe it would taste like that. So I licked it off my hand the other day, and it does kind of taste sort of, ooh, very strong. Go very light when you do that. But it does have a sort of root beer taste to it. So this is a great one to diffuse if people, ooh, I got a little bit too much. So let me get a drink here. Ooh, very strong. I think I got like 3 drops instead of 1. Anyway, so this is a great one to use if people are just feeling kind of grumpy and down. And you know, the holidays can bring up a lot of sad memories for people. Loved ones that you've lost, just maybe some traumatic situations that happened around the holidays. One of my friends lost a young child a few years ago. Didn't lose her child around Christmas time, but every Christmas she's reminded of the fact that her child is missing from her life. Because you know, Christmas is very related around your kids, and lots of memories of, you know, those first few Christmases with your it was her oldest child too that she lost. So kind of like her first Christmases as being a mom and having your child open up their gifts, and then suddenly they're missing from your life. Christmases can be really hard. I think she lost him maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and this is the first year they've actually put up a Christmas tree because it just triggers so many memories. And so we have to realize that there are a lot of strong emotions tied to the Christmas holidays. Maybe you've lost a parent, and that all of your childhood memories are wrapped up in Christmases with your parents, your grandparents, whatever. So this is a good oil to just help you to focus on the happy things. Now let's think about how where on your body could you apply this oil if you want to use it topically, or what body systems could be affected if you're struggling here. So we're talking about oil with a yellow label oftentimes can indicate how you feel about yourself. How you feel about like who you are, your identity, and just your self-assurance, self-confidence. And so if you're feeling sad around the holidays, and maybe you're having maybe you're eating foods that just aren't as healthy for you. You know, we've kind of learned that that's like normal to do over the holidays, but I think sometimes we're sucked into eating more junk because we're just really struggling with our self-confidence. Again, it can be because of traumas and things, sadness. It can also be, again, from comparison when you're around people and they're, you know, it's so funny, like just like on Facebook, I feel like when you just see your family once or twice a year for the holidays, everyone wants to put their best foot forward, and they're not going to tell you that they've been fighting with their spouse for months and that their kid's failing history and that, you know, they're $30,000 in credit card debt. Instead, they're going to show you their brand new car they just bought and that they just lost 25 pounds. And meanwhile, you just put 25 on, but you don't know that it's because they're not eating because they're fighting with their spouse and they're just depressed all the time. So you don't know people's story, and it can get really easy around the holidays, I think, to compare. I think another reason why it comes up is because it's the end of the year and you're getting ready to start a new year, and people are just starting to think like the year's coming to an end. What have I accomplished this year? And so it can really cause you to have just anxious feelings, sad feelings. And if you think about the organs of the body that are in that section, like your adrenals, that has a lot to do with how you handle stress. Your upper digestive area, so your stomach, the things that you're eating, how you're processing your food, your kidneys are in that area. Your spleen has a whole lot to do with your self-identity and how you feel about who you are. And so I think like this is a really great oil to apply in that upper digestive area. So like between the breast and the navel, or even around to the back of the body. And I'm gonna really blow your mind. You don't even have to apply it to your body, okay? You can just like kind of apply it to your hands. So I'll kind of show you what I mean. So I know you can't really see that section of my body from how I'm sitting, but I'm gonna apply it to my hands. I'm going to inhale it so it gets in my brain and it gets in the amygdala, which controls the emotions. Then I'm going to just sort of wave it around my body and make sure it's getting around that area of my body. So sometimes you can't apply it topically because of what you're wearing or where you're at the time, but you can kind of get that oil around you. And that's good too. And you're going to see benefits from that. So you can look at the yellow label and kind of know that that's a good area. Now, I don't happen to have the 5 milliliter bottle in front of me of this next one. So you're going to see it in the touch version, which is the roller version. That's not the version that comes in this kit, but you can purchase all 6 of these oils as a touch. And a touch just means that it's been diluted to make it easier for topical application. Okay, so this is the green one. This is Forgive. This is actually my favorite one to use every single day. Like I start my day and end my day by applying Forgive over my heart. And this is a great area of the body to apply this. This has a lot to do with your heart, your lungs. It has to do with your emotion. I mean, it's kind of like your emotion center. You know, things come from the heart. You know, not literally, not like your physical organ, the heart, but like just this energy of your body is where a lot of times you are processing how you feel, because it really all has to do with love, how you are receiving love and how you're giving love to other people. So holding on to anger, bitterness, frustration, unforgiveness, just all those types of emotions, it can all have to do with this section of the body. And interestingly, when you're carrying around hurt and sadness and anger, it can have an impact on your ability to be able to, for things to flow. And that's your circulatory system. That has so much to do with your heart, your cardiovascular system, your breathing, how you can like bring fresh air and let go of things. So releasing things that are not helpful to you, like carbon dioxide that you breathe out. And so I think that if you're struggling with respiratory issues or if you're struggling with cardiovascular issues, it can have a lot to do with things that are weighing on your emotions that you haven't let go of. And so this is a great oil to help you process through emotions. So important around this time of year. We don't want to hold on to anger and frustration with loved ones, because these are the times of the year where we're supposed to be expressing our love for those people. And you certainly don't want to become this person who's alone for the holidays every year because you have alienated or held back love and forgiveness and acceptance to the people that are important to you. So this is a great oil to use for all of those reasons. And if you have family members that you're expecting to be around in your home that struggle with things like that, then go ahead and put it in your diffuser. Remember, when you're diffusing, you're helping everyone in that environment to benefit, because they're breathing in that air and it's affecting their brain. They don't even have to put it on or even be aware of it, other than they might be able to smell some of it and coming out of the diffuser. I wouldn't go crazy and put like 97 drops in the diffuser. You don't need a lot, and it's just going to kind of float in the air and help contribute to a happy, peaceful holiday for you. Speaking of peace, that's the next one. This oil is so great for this section of the body. Neck issues, ear, nose, and throat stuff, your voice, and truly emotionally, it has to do with communicating and whether or not you are communicating peacefully and clearly with friends and family, and letting them know how you feel about them, letting them know when you don't like something. It's okay to say that. You know, it's okay to say to someone, you know, I'm not okay with how you're talking to my child. You know, sometimes when you put a whole group of adults and families together in a visiting, you know, maybe everybody's going to grandma's house and you've got all these different siblings and different spouses that grew up with different parenting styles. Maybe you're not okay with somebody telling your child they're an idiot. Maybe that's not your parenting style and you don't want your sister-in-law saying that. You need to be able to communicate that without hurting your relationship with your family. So communicating clearly, being able to speak up for yourself, and sometimes holding back of saying things that don't need to be said. We can have it on both sides of the spectrum, you know, some blurting things out that are going to be hurtful and are not going to build up someone. This oil can really help you. So this is another one that we like to use over our throats. And another great one to put in the diffuser if you're worried about drama and tension. 97 drops, yeah. I mean, sometimes you feel like 97 drops is what is needed in the situation, but really it only takes, you know, like 3 to 5 drops in the diffuser and 1 or 2 drops over your throat. And then we've got Console. And again, this is like, we call this the comforting blend. And this has a lot to do with just your mind keeping you in a state of sadness, or just feeling left out, feeling unsure of yourself, not sure what you should be doing. And it's just very comforting when you have peace of mind. That's kind of what it is. It's more like, it's like the peace for your mind. And so I like to put it around this section of the body right here. It has a lot to do with like being able to shut off the anxious thoughts that you may be having, helping you make clear decisions, helping you to see things clearly, and helping you just to feel kind of safe. It's like a hug. It's a hug in a bottle. I will tell you, it has a little bit of a stronger fragrance, so less is definitely more with this particular one. But again, you don't have to apply it topically. You could inhale it. You could kind of just put it around you, put it in your hair. That would be a great one to put lightly in your hair. And especially if you've had some sort of a loss recently or something that's coming up for you around the holidays, this would be a good one to help you feel that sense of comfort. Now, this is where frankincense comes in and why you really need to have it. There's a whole nother section of your body here. And I feel like that has to do with your relationship with God, your relationship, man, what have I done to my hair now? Your relationship with God, your higher power, whatever, however you like to think of that. It also has to do with your relationship with your father or father figures in your life. And so a great place to apply frankincense is actually to the top of the head. And especially if you're thinking of maybe spending some time meditating or in prayer. And for small children, I really like to put that oil on the head, especially if the dad can apply it. It's just a really great bonding thing. And if you think about frankincense, like in the Bible, in this Bible story of Jesus's birth, the wise men brought frankincense to Jesus. And I've thought many times of like, why did they bring that oil to him? Well, if you think about how Jesus was born to his father Joseph, but Joseph was not his biological father. But yet Joseph was, responsible for raising him, and he had been told like this was the Messiah that he was raising, like this huge responsibility, and this child was the son of God, and he was removed from everything that he knew to come live on earth. So a perfect gift for him was frankincense to help him to stay connected to God, his father, and be able to connect to his earthly father, Joseph. This is also often called the oil of kings because it is such a precious oil. It is very powerful. It does so many things for the body, for the mind. Just everybody needs frankincense in their life. And the families that are able to grow this precious oil, they really have been given this amazing gift. A lot of times royal families are the ones that control the frankincense in their country. So that's why it's called the oil of kings, is because it is such a precious gift. And it is so powerful for the body, for the emotions. I mean, everything with your emotions really kind of comes, it has to do with your heart and your head and your brain, and what the chemicals in your brain, and how your amygdala is processing your emotions, how your pituitary or your hypothalamus are causing your body to make hormones that are directly related to how you feel and your emotional health. So that's why I feel like everybody needs frankincense. And to complete the full cycle, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, purple, often with oils, I consider oils that are amber in color as the ones that are kind of good for the crown of the head. And so if you're having issues with your brain, this is a great, obviously that's what's going on in this section of the body. This is a great oil for that as well. And one way to get it in your brain really quickly, aside from putting it on topically, is to put it on your thumb and hold that on the roof of your mouth, and that really kind of gets into your brain really quickly. So if you had this complete set, then you would have all 7 of the oils to kind of stay in balance energetically and emotionally. So this particular kit does not equal out to 200 point value. So if you want to get the free frankincense, you may have to add something to it. So a couple ideas would be maybe thinking of adding copaiba. I think copaiba is a really powerful oil, physically and emotionally. Of course, balance. I feel like everybody should have balance oil because it does exactly what it sounds like. Just kind of gives you a real steady, grounded feeling. Another one that I really like and I find myself using a lot is our new Magnolia Touch Oil. It's so super, super calming, and that's another great one to consider. Also, I want you to maybe think about the Yoga Trio. Everybody that all of my clients that I work with, whether they're struggling with something physical or emotional, oftentimes what comes up are oils that are in that yoga collection. You have to purchase them as a full collection, but I think you'll find yourself reaching for these so frequently, even when the issue seems like a physical problem. So people, I think, because it's called the yoga collection, if they don't do yoga or practice yoga, I think they feel like this isn't for them. But I mean, I have used Arise with people who are really feeling stuck, reaching for some sort of a goal. I've used Anchor for a lot of people who are feeling just kind of unsafe or unsure because they've experienced a trauma in their life or something like that, where they are feeling, for whatever reason, unprotected or unsafe. And so these oils, I find myself reaching for so frequently, and I'm really sad that more people don't know about them and have them in their home. So that would be, if you're thinking about emotional health, I would really encourage you to consider some of these others. And the person that invited you to watch this video, or if it was me, because you just caught this on my page or my YouTube channel, reach out to me, send me a message, and we'll talk you through maybe something else that you may want to add to this kit so you can get the free frankincense. What an opportunity to get frankincense for free. I mean, it's not every day that you're going to be offered a $93 bottle of oil for free. So make sure, if you can qualify to get that, the best person to help you will be the person that invited you or shared doTERRA with you, so they can talk you through the different options, okay? So basically you get your starter kit. The one we talked about is the emotional aromatherapy kit. There's a whole bunch of other ones out there. So talk to your person. They'll help you choose the one that's right for you. Try to get one that's going to equal 200 point value, not necessarily the price, 200 PV point value, because you'll get the frankincense for free. That's all December long. And you can actually do up to 4 200 PV orders and get 4 bottles of frankincense free and stock up on it. That ought to last you several months, depending on the size of your family. The other thing is you get a free doTERRA wholesale membership with your starter kit, and ask your person, what opportunities do you have with your membership to plug into a community like Oil Shares, where you can get community support and education and learn more about how to use your oils for emergencies, for everyday wellness, to give your body support in areas where you struggle. And I think the holidays are a great time to use essential oils. They're a great time to gift essential oils to others. Everybody needs emotional wellness and support. And so these oils are a wonderful addition to helping make your holidays instead of having a blue Christmas, of having peace and joy during the holiday season. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to comment live if you're a guest or a newbie, and tell us who invited you to doTERRA or who invited you to watch, so that we can enter you in a drawing. And we'll be back here next Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. I believe we have Faith Flesher talking about traveling and using oils when you're on the go, which is perfect for the holiday season. And so we'll learn more about that back here next week, 9 p.m. Eastern time, or you can catch the replay on YouTube. Thanks for watching, guys. Have an amazing week. Shine on.